Hi everyone, welcome to OLM community meeting. Today is March 4th, 2025. Let me share my screen. So we'll take a look at the agenda and go from there. Okay, so today we have, I don't see any briefs and RFCs. And let me see if we have any old action item or anything. No, we did not have anything. So we are fine. We have a couple of discussion topics from Camilla, and then we can go through the roadmap check-in, and then the action items of next meeting agenda, and open the floor for hosting volunteers for the next meeting. Okay, and so Camilla, are you ready with your topics? Should we start?
Hey, one note, Lala, real
Yeah.
quickly. Looks like I screwed up this morning. I did my usual thing pre-meeting where I went to go see if I could find any briefs that were in flight somewhere that had not been publicized, maybe, and I paste them in. And I did so, but I did it under the template, so I've got to move those. But we actually do have one in
Oh,
flight
right.
and two that are in draft, but are receiving feedback and communication there. So I thought it's only fair to let everybody know about them.
Yeah, do you want me to
I'll
copy
move
right
those in a
now?
sec.
Okay, go ahead.
No, yeah, you run the meeting. I'll do the bookkeeping.
Okay, so we'll actually anyway start from there. So, anyway, open up the brief little bit and see what is this about so that people will get some
Uh,
idea.
Lala, this one's got downstream stuff on it. We took it off last week too because of
Right,
that.
But
right.
but that will be applied on upstream, right? You
Yeah,
are
some of it, not all of it though.
So Daniel, do you want to then create a separate brief for upstream?
Well, some of the RFCs that are coming out of this brief will be upstream,
Okay, so
but
you
those
want to,
haven't been created yet.
I see. So the RFCs would be upstream and we'll discuss it in upstream. Does it sound good to you, Camilla?
No, that is fine. I think you don't need to have another document, right? I think it will be too much effort. Uh, that is
So I
okay.
guess
I can discuss in another moment. This one.
in my mind, actually, if we have content that we feel is for the upstream community, it should be represented by a doc. There's a smell to the idea of that maintainers are doing communications on design decisions and directions for the project behind a closed door, and then once those decisions are made, the implementation details and plan are then made public. But it's kind of late on this one here. I apologize for promoting a document that was in the wrong context, but I guess I would prefer that we try to continue sharing the design decisions in the broadest form possible.
100%. No, I agree, Jordan, what you're saying. So anything which you can benefit um, from community, like getting feedback or even awareness of what the plan coming up, like future plans about something which you are trying to work, and the code will end up in upstream. I think there should be communication about it. I think I completely agree on that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
agree as well, Jordan. I haven't taken the effort to like. I think I would probably need to split up the brief somehow to do that. I don't know. I honestly I just haven't put that much thought into doing that. But you're right, it does make sense to get that design stage in front of as many people as possible. It's just that the fact that we have yeah, downstream and upstream stuff kind of mixed in together in that document. And I haven't found a way to split it up well, so that's kind of my
Boris.
bad.
Yeah, it's a fair challenge. For right now, I took it off the list here since the intent of putting on this list is to direct people's attention immediately to go consume it, and if we don't feel it's appropriate, then we need to settle that question first.
Right.
Cool. So moving on to the next one. So we have a RFC about arbitrary configuration, and So folks take a look. It's written by Nico. I'm not sure if Nico is here, but it's definitely open for review. And the feedback due date is probably we need to update the feedback due date. But yeah, please take a look. And I think this already we talked about, brief about Helm chart support. And we have already discussed this in this forum. So please take a look and give feedback. Is there anything anyone wants to share about these briefs or the RFCs? Okay. So going to the discussion topics, Camilla, you have a topic. You mentioned I was doing a review in the open issues, and I think we probably can close all the following ones. Do you want to do this triage? Should you do it here or offline? I would say offline, or at least towards the end of the meeting, like other topics. If you have more time, then you can definitely go through these issues. Anybody have any other suggestion?
So I was also kind of wondering if we could broadly categorize these issues here, right? Because I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of cycles in this meeting to open up each individual one and make a pro or con, take a poll, and then take action if there's a more efficient way. Like if these are all broadly categorized as super stale, make them go away, which is the next bullet that Camilla raises, then I think we can treat them as a group, right?
Yeah, I would be fine with even doing it in Slack thread. Like we just um, the OLM dev channel, we can just say let's anybody who is basically going through the issues and marking it somehow close or anything, you can just mention the OLM dev, and then anybody who is not agreeing to your suggestion can revert back there, and that would be async, and everybody can do in their time. So I think that's also fine. Camila, any comment suggestion?
No, that is fine. Just the 3-4-1, because a few of them I make a comment for the author. And the 3-4-1, the person agrees that we can close already. So that is closed. So beyond that, the other ones, I think if not all of them, almost everything, I think we can close.
Okay, cool. The next one is for Kubernetes project and operator SDK, issues are automatically closed after a certain period of inactivity, since they are unlikely to be addressed and may become outdated. Additionally, there is a frozen label to indicate that a particular issue is important, acknowledged, and should not be closed under any circumstances. Could we implement similar approach here? I think this is a good idea. I somehow assumed we have something similar, maybe not, right? So I was mistaken. How do we, anybody have any idea about how do we implement it? Is it through GitHub? Does GitHub provide some kind of tooling around this, which you can just implement?
I don't know how it's implemented in SDK, but I put in SDK exists because I need TBD, right? Probably exists, but I'm quite sure that we do that in SDK, so probably has a way to do.
Yeah, it's probably a GitHub Actions last time I checked that runs a cron job.
Anybody disagreeing to this idea of closing the issues automatically after a certain period of inactivity? Okay, so we should use operator, in my opinion, right? We should use operator SDK's process.
So I think that we definitely ought to write an issue for this year. I don't know if it's appropriate to adopt operator FTK's process specifically because I'm not familiar with it anymore, but I would need to look at it. I think it's fine for us to notionally agree that auto scaling these things is infinitely preferable to leaving them on there forever.
I wanted to ask, do we have opinions about issues tagged with specific labels or, for instance, epic labels or just v1.x, if that just stays on for a while, that's probably, I don't know if that's something we should deprecate immediately, right?
Sorry, Ankita, can you please come again? I didn't get it.
If we are dealing with issues that have specific labels that we want to ignore, I mean, for instance, if it's marked v1.x and similar, or with an epic link, or with an epic label, for instance, if there's some reason why it's languishing, do you want to auto close those as well?
I see what Ankita is saying.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Probably something to note down and make sure that we don't do that if it's clear to everybody else.
How I just put the link here for the SDK. How that works in SDK, as far I understand, is like how that works in all Kubernetes SIG projects, right? All projects under Kubernetes SIG. That mailings, you go has this bot something go there and you put labels that will be closed right soon. Stale has a labels, a specific labels that is added. And if we don't want to, if it has an issue, right, that we know that we need to do for sure, and we don't want to close at all, we put like a frozen label. So that will never be closed by the bot because of the time. You'll be open there for 10 years, but you'll not be closed.
Yeah, sounds good.
Don't know if that address your question, if that was the point.
Yeah, that's more or less it. Yeah, thanks, Camilla.
Thank you for raising that.
So we have an action item to create an issue to close the issues. So Camilla, do you want should I assign this one to you?
Can be. I can ping Jordan as well. I can create a issue and we can discuss if he I'll I'll try to figure out how that is in operator SDK, put as example in this issue, and then I can ping Jordan as well, and we can discuss if we can use the same approach or if
Yeah,
you want.
Jordan or you, somebody put the link here, right? So this is how it looks like.
Yeah.
The only thing is
Yes,
that,
Guilty as
there.
charged. I would just wanted to get it all tracked there so that we could have that conversation.
right. Only concern I have is 30 days for our project is probably a very short period of time. Especially we have a large backlog. So we can talk about it in the issue, but I think it should be more than probably 90 days or something, in my opinion. But yeah, we can discuss when it
I
will.
think that after 30 days, a label is added. After more X time, then it's closed, right? If you click on that link, I think it shows. I don't remember the time, but it's something like that. The first is like a warning. That should be closed because nobody is interacting here. And after it's closed.
Cool. So I'm gonna assign this to you. I don't know how to. No, it's not assigning this one. Yeah, I'll figure this out. It's supposed to be here, right? Yep. I don't know. Okay, we'll fix it later. So yeah, we're done with the topic, and then we can go through the roadmap check-in.
One has more one there. Come,
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
sorry. The other one, we put in the Slack. Just the idea would be do a release because it seems that he passed the 6 weeks. Uh, I just would like to know if someone has an objection, then let us know. But the idea would be do the release today. silence, so shows that everybody is okay with that.
Yes, I think we, as you discussed in the past, I think 6 weeks is a good amount of time. So we definitely should, and we have done a lot of RC releases to make sure the monorepo works. So we are all set to do a upstream release of 1.2.0. And I'm sure we have like a lot of code merged between 1.0, probably even few features, new features got added after 1.1.0, right? So we are definitely, we should definitely do a release soon. So should I think Camilla, you are volunteering also for the release, right?
Yes, I can do after this meeting.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you, folks.
Cool. So moving to roadmap check-in, and let me minimize this one. And let's go from our rightmost column, which is need docs. And please let us know, if you think something is not in the right state, then we can fix it right now. The first one, need docs in catalog is catalog D, web interface performance improvements, still probably, need docs column.
Yes, but I have a PR in progress right now, so I should be able to put that PR up that I was working since yesterday. So I think by AOD today, I should be able to put a PR up that should close this.
So there are two, I can see there are two cards around docs.
I'm working on one and Jordan's working on the other. Jordan, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to put you on a spot over here.
Nope, you're correct. I'm working on the last one. You're working on the previous.
Awesome. Thanks, folks. Okay, so moving to the next one in the implementing column. The first one is initial kubectl operator plugin updates for operator controller and catalog D. And there are cards which in progress, and I think one or two cards got closed recently, at least one I can see. So this is in progress. So moving on to the next one, permission validation pre-flight check. I think Brett and Taylor both are working on this one. And that's all. I don't see any broken down, like I don't see the task getting broken down to smaller cards. I'm not sure if you guys plan to do that. Brett, Taylor, do you have any plans around that?
It's broken down into several Jira tickets on the Jira side of things. But Brett's out today.
Okay. Okay, got
But yeah,
it.
there's updates that I need to put in here, some conversations that we've had with me, Brett, and Joe. But yeah, I guess we kind of have like phase one and phase two. That's probably a good way to break it out. I can do that. Make like two tickets for those, I guess, and link them in here. But I mean, we've just been working on this one inside this one ticket. So
All right, awesome. Thank you. The next one is support registry view on bundle installation in single namespace and OM namespace install mode. That's also in progress. And there are cards also attached here. So this is, I think, we are all good here. Moving on to the designing part, we have 1.0 performance and scale, which folks are working, including Daniel. And then we have cluster extension parameter pass through templating engine, which I think Nico is working on. And on the no status side, we have these epics, which are put as per priority. The first one is help admins determine necessary permissions for bundle lifecycling, support registry v1 webhook stuff, and then with the progressing status, we should add a retry limits and then the direct bundle installation. So we have few in the pipeline, and this is how our current board looks like.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, Lala, I think with the catalog D epic in the almost done state, well, at least for upstream, I wanted to ask if there's any objection to me picking up, and obviously I have to coordinate with my team lead, Catherine, to see if that is the right thing to do for me within my downstream team too. But 1492, I wanted to make sure that that is ready to be, because 9 119, I think that's blocked by 1424, which is kubectl operator. Last I checked. So
Yeah,
help admins determine necessary permission for bundling lifecycle depends on kubectl operator work getting
it
done.
actually depends on the work Taylor and Bray doing, permission validation pre-flight check, as far as I
Oh,
remember.
okay. Okay. So that is
Um,
blocked by something in the in progress state right now.
right, I mean, depends on this one. So I think the next one should be the webhook. Yeah, you can, if you, um, yeah, if you you are working on this, I mean, this is open to people,
We pick up.
anybody who
Okay.
wants to work on this one. So you can definitely, sync with your downstream team and figure this out, but this is definitely available.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, so that's mostly it. So going back, so that's mostly what we had for today's agenda. Anybody have any other points or topics to discuss? Okay. So the next action item is host create next meeting agenda, and also please feel free to volunteer for this meeting. Hosting the meeting. So you can put your name in the host column, not column, sorry, in the host section, and then you can host the next meeting, and then I will upload this onto Operator Framework. So thanks everyone. I'm going to stop the recording now.